everyone, it's Morgyn from For the Love of Paper, and I'm here with a Traveller's Notebook process video for you. I am doing the prompt 2 or week 2 for my photo a week challenge for this year. I know I'm pretty far behind in getting these videos up for you, and I know they're a little bit out of order, but you will get to see all or most of them probably by the middle of next year. But yeah, so that's what's happening there. I am using last month's kit from Kitaholics Kits, which is the Pinkfresh Studio Case of the Blahs collection. And I really liked this pattern paper, the black and white with the geometric shapes on it. So I wanted to use that as one of my background pieces for this layout. And because I had the cream notebook with the white paper, I'm adding some white gesso to one side of it so they kind of blend together a bit more and there's not such that stark contrast between the cream and the white. And I'm just doing that on the right hand side because the pattern paper is going to go on the left, and I did measure that out slightly, the paper, and I'll stick that down in a moment. The prompt for week 2 was summer/outdoors. So the photo I'm using that you can just see off the side of the screen there is a photo of Sam and Roman in their paddling pool, which they were in almost every day over summer. I've got 2 very much water babies, so if there's a chance to get in the pool or get the hose out or even have a bath or a shower, they're up for that. So they were in there a lot. And so that's the photo because it was summer and also outdoors. I thought that fitted really nicely with the prompt. With my weekly photo things, some of them I'll look at the prompt and then I'll think about it throughout the week, and when I get a good chance to take a photo of something that fits, I'll do that. Other weeks I've kind of forgotten about it or forgotten what the prompt is, and I go back at the end of the week and I go, which photo that out of the hundreds I've taken this week fits the prompt, and I haven't missed one yet. There hasn't been a week where I either haven't had something I could use or I haven't remembered, I haven't forgotten to take a photo. So I've been really good, because normally these things I start them and then I don't finish them, or I forget about them for a week or 2 weeks and then go, oh, well, I missed that, so I'll just give up on that project. But this year I've done really well, and we're nearly at halfway through the year, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I've stopped using my planner in my diary, so that's gone. I did really well for a couple of months with that one. Now everything's just in my phone because that's easier. Now you did see me add some more white gesso onto my pattern paper. I don't even know why. I think I just had some left on my spatula, so I just wiped it across the page, give it a bit of texture. And I got some new scissors. Yay. The Kaiser Craft store here near me had a 50% off all Kaiser Craft branded stock. It was like one Saturday or Sunday. So I went in there and I just picked up some really just some generic supplies. I got some scissors and a new craft knife and I think a stencil and some tape. I think just really basic stuff, but at 50% off I couldn't say no. Oh, and I bought some more gel pens. I bought the whole big pack. I think it's 48 of the pack of gel pens because they're really cool, and $20 for a big pack of pens is pretty awesome. Anyway, that's another tangent. I'm full of tangents today. The paper that I was just cutting up there, it was like a whole 12 by 12 of these little 2 by 2 squares that each had little pictures or phrases or just patterns in them. So I cut one of those out, cut it in half so I could use both sides of it, and tuck that in beside my photo or underneath my photo. I do actually end up moving that all over to the other side of the picture because it doesn't quite fit in how I wanted it to, but that's okay. So now I think this is when I realized that I need to move my embellishment cluster over to the other side, and then I add another one up on the left hand side of the page. I think this this little spread took me maybe 20 minutes to do, and that was including the drying time for the gesso, which probably took up the most amount of time really. So I have the embellishment cluster up there on the left, and then I do one down on the bottom right, so I move all of that over to the other side. And I was just pulling bits and pieces out of the kits and the die cuts, just seeing what worked and what didn't. I think I get some washi tape out as well in a moment. Excuse me, sorry. I think I need to go and have a cup of tea or something. It's getting to that time of day while I'm Sam's at a scout thing, and Frank's taken Roman outside to play, so I'm trying to get a couple of videos voiced over while it's nice and quiet, so my voice is getting a little bit worn out. This was the sheet of puffy stickers. I can't remember what that says. Taking it easy, which of course these two boys are always taking it easy. They don't do anything too, extremely stressful. And relaxing in the pool, it's pretty much taking it as easy as you can get really. And that's I did get the washi tape out. I'm pretty sure that came in the kit. Can't remember, that was last month. That was a whole month ago. And it was nearly 2 months ago if I think about it, because we're nearly in June and it'll be time for another kit, which is pretty exciting. I can't wait. And oh, that's right, I wanted to put these in the little squares, but yeah, it looked a little bit rubbish. I think if I'd put them in the squares and then done the gesso over the top of that, it might have looked a little bit better, a little bit more blended. Adding a couple of splatters of the I think it's green apple spray. And then what am I doing here? I'm watering it down. Oh, I think what I do is, how I was putting the washi tape in the squares, I think I paint it in, my memory. I did film this quite a while ago, and I'm only just getting to edit and voice over it now. So yeah, I think that turned out a little bit better than my original washi tape idea. But just sort of brings the green across, because the photo's got a fair bit of green in it, like the grass in the pool is green, and something in the background I think is green as well. So just having that, tying it together, works really well. And then a few light splatters, and this layout is almost done, I think. What else did I add on here other than sticking it all down? I don't think I added too much else. I must have walked off to get something. I didn't really edit this video down too much because it wasn't a very long video. Oh, that was my husband bringing me a cup of tea because he's good like that. So yeah, now just gluing everything down. So yeah, everything got stuck down. I'm adding in a few of the little enamel dots. Those also came in the case of the Blaz collection, and they match really nicely, so I love it. I love having collections of stuff because everything works perfectly and I don't have to rummage through my stash to find something that suits. And then I think I start working on my title. So these were also from the kit for last month. Now these are chipboard, so they're quite chunky, and in my traveler's notebook I tend to keep everything quite flat. So I take out all the letters that I'm going to use, and then I peel them in half, or I peel off a couple of layers of the paper off the top, and then I realized that I've got to work backwards, so I don't add the S on straight away because I don't know where it's going to fit. so I do just pop that off to the side. But yeah, that is an idea, and I may have done it in another video in the past with chipboard, and I just peel off, like if this one, it's not too bad because there's no picture on the front. The ones that have got pictures, I usually just peel off like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 layers of the chipboard behind it, so you still get that chipboard feel without all the bulk of the whole piece. And I really like that for traveler's notebooks or anything that you want to sort of be a bit more flat. I know sometimes if I do birthday cards and stuff that I'm going to post, if they're too fat, they don't post as a letter. You have to pay them as a package, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, I've done that with those as well. So that's the title, which is Swim Time. And I could have a million photos with that title for these 2 little kids. And then a couple more of the green splatters. And I tried not to do any on the other side of the page because I thought that had enough on it already. And I think this is where I decided I wanted to paint the chipboard. Yeah. So I'm just using some black gesso. This one's from Color Blast. And I've never used black gesso before. I got this in one of the Color Blast kits, and I really love it. It's really, really awesome. I don't know why I had not used it beforehand, but it covers up that chipboard really, really well as well. It doesn't give a completely black coverage, like it's kind of more opaque, so it's good for certain things. But I really like it. And so yeah, just colored in the letters with that. And obviously I went over these other bits a little bit more. And then I think I made some splatters with that as well, just to bring the black in across the page a bit more. And I write in what the prompt was. So prompt number 2, which was summer outdoors. And I think that is this layout done, guys. So be sure to subscribe if you want to catch more videos, and leave a like if you liked Traveler's Notebook process videos, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.